Okay.
Okay, so here we go. We're getting ready to get started with the top 16 match. We've been lucky enough to find a double foreigner pairing with the two French players being faced off against each other. So being a Spanish national, we get to watch a fully French game, but this is important to kind of cover the foreign players. And the other match that I had that has foreign players in it, I really wanted to try and avoid because I'd already repeated seeing them. Where's Maxime? Maxime is against Daniel, and the other two foreigners got put together. Damn, that would have been interesting. I don't know. I didn't really twig. I kind of saw. Never mind. That would have been a good game. Ah, damn it. Yeah, you can go ahead, Joan. I'm joined by Joan Francisco. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, let me just switch this camera around and everyone can see you. There you go, that's Joan.
Hi.
Joan is one of the Portuguese players, just got knocked out in top 32. Sorry about that. He's, tell us a bit, you went to top 16 at the Yavin Open this year?
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, this year?
This year,
2017,
yeah. True.
And any other high records you've got? Because obviously in Portugal you don't get many high-level tournaments. You pretty much got to come here, huh?
Yeah. It was only my two tournaments outside Portugal.
And you didn't make Portugal. No, you didn't make Europeans, I should say. Sorry.
No, I didn't.
The other guys were there, but not you. Okay. No. None of the Portuguese went to Europeans, did they?
No.
Okay. So the only two, the large tournaments that you've done have been the Yavin Open 2017 and the. ¿Qué pasa? So the Tatooine Open this year and the Yavin Open are your two major tournaments, yeah?
Yeah.
But you did very well at both. How did you end up in Tatooine?
I didn't went to Tatooine. It was 2 years ago.
The Tatooine before, the 2016.
Yeah.
Okay.
I finished in 34, I think.
I also streamed you there, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I got bad news from Portugal.
Yeah. Every time a Portuguese player plays with Simon, it's must guarantee.
Yeah, it's a guaranteed loss. I've got bad. They won't let me in the country anymore.
Yeah. This tournament, it was the first time that a Portuguese won
on stream
in a stream in 6 games.
In 6 games. No, but I did Fernando. At Tatooine this year twice, didn't I?
Yeah, but in the top 4 he lost. It was in stream.
But didn't I have him during the Swiss as well? No. Oh, okay. All right, I give up. Okay, so there you've got the. Why is that not happening? This is because it's a rubbish. Oh, he gave me the list in this silly thing. Tell me, dude. Oh no! 1 second. Alright. So that list is that screen is all messed up for a minute. Give me a minute here. That timer isn't quite right yet. They're just getting ready to start now.
I will ask if they have the.
No. There's no for that. Okay, so lots of stuff going on. They've just got underway. They're talking on the phone. They're sharing out some Cheetos. I need to try and fix it. Okay. So I'm going to switch over to the table camera. I have to restart the timer. No, bugger it. It's 2 minutes. We'll just leave it at that. I've got his list on here. Where is it? Fab Squadron Generator. This is it. Assage? No, this is one. This is thingies. And this didn't work. No. Ah, Christ. ¿Qué pasa? Ya lo sé. Gracias.
C'est dur de les différencier en fait.
Je mets un truc.
Okay. This is the problem, is that when something goes wrong, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing to fix it. And everyone's distracting me. So now I need to find out the ship icon. This one, and it's the Shadowcaster. Biggest ones, where is it? There we go.
On est parti?
Game start.
Et ben je fais un léger. Pleine vitesse. Puissance maximum. Focus. Ils t'entendent ou pas?
Are they gonna shout in French the whole time? Lancer class. 7 and 3. 7 hulls, 3 shields.
J'ai envie de te dire un truc que je dis quand je skie. Monoski, grosse tapette. Guerre psychologique. Ah ouais.
Take that off. And that one off. And I think I'm done. Go here, and now if I switch over to the main camera, everything should be up to date and showing correctly. Yes. One of the things he's not done is he's not marked his Shadowcasters, so I don't know how we're gonna. I know Pierre has marked the Lock Revenants for me. Let me have a look here. One of them's turquoise. Let me go see if I can work out a way of telling the difference between the two Shadowcasters, okay?
Yeah, but we can see in the next round who moves
Which one moves first, yeah, but I don't know if he's got any other distinguishing feature to be able to tell the difference and see if I can quickly mark it with a token or something.
Pierre, the Boba Fett, it's the
one that has a
tallest,
blue token on the base, yeah, the tallest one. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on it anyway. So here we go. Pierre and Benoist. Benoist, if I can remember correctly, made it to top 32 at the French National. I don't know how far I went after that. All I remember is that I kept... You've seen me today shouting at people.
Yeah.
And I think they've heard it on stream as well. It's a question of me... because there's so many faces I see that it's just impossible to remember everybody. And so I keep going up to people and going, who are you? What's your name? You know, and people just going, you've already asked me this 5 times. I'm going, I know I've asked you 5 times, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
And Benoist got a bit sick of me in the end. And Pierre is the marshal of the French National.
Yeah.
So he wasn't able to take part in a national tournament in France. He's come over to Spain to be able to try and take that opportunity. And obviously the French players coming out, 8 of them coming out to Spain, 3 of them making it into the top 8, doing very well. And yourself, the Portuguese players, 8 of you guys coming as well, 2 of you making it into top 8. So once again, excellent representation for the neighbouring communities, huh? Okay, so the one that's closest to the camera is Asajj then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the dial has the symbol of the ship, and the other one doesn't have. So Ketso.
Yeah, no, I know that, but like when there's no dials and other stuff on the screen, how do we tell which ship is ship unless you're like paying 100% attention?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So it's a bit more difficult when you're updating stuff like this, and you're looking over here and looking over there and always switching. So I like to put, especially in the
I don't know if you know, but here Simon has 4.
Oh no, that's
screens.
not mine. That one we have to ignore. That one. That was something else I'm doing. Completely doesn't have anything to do with what we're doing here. So yeah, everything going underway. We saw Pierre play yesterday, and we noticed he's a very meticulous player. Yeah. He likes to make sure everything's done as perfectly as it can be, and has an excellent control positioning with Fweek. We watched him take down a Kanan Jarrus basically single-handedly with Fweek. Jumping in, using that boost and curly barrel roll to get into that blind spot that the Kanan Jarrus has got on his flanks, and be able to just keep sticking shots into him at range 1. And a Kanan Jarrus was pretty much full health. with a Fuik that had been already damaged down to 2 hit points left.
And he survived.
And he won, man. It was incredible.
But it's funny. It's the same opening that he did with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
of course, you just played against Pierre.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he needed to push the tweak for the left against me, so it was good for me because I shoot 2 harpoons against 1 Scourge.
Yeah.
And Countdown also shoot against that Scourge.
Yeah.
And he only fired one harpoon.
Cool. So Fuik would have moved up to pilot skill 9. So we update the screen for that. And the 2 torpedo boats are getting ready to go through the middle of the asteroid field, I would guess. Benoist representing the French players with his national flag on his arm.
All French players passed the top 32? The 3?
Yeah, they're all in the top 16, all 3 of them. But 2 of them are against each other. So that made it an interesting matchup as well, huh?
Yeah, true.
To have 2 players come so far and 2 friends end up having to play against each other. But so as I say, Daniel's game also would have been a good game against Maxime, the other French player. But I'd gone for this one already, and I didn't quite realise that was the other match I was looking at. I was trying to avoid Daniel.
Maxime also has scum. There are a lot of scum in top 16.
Yeah, it's true. If we switch over to the top cup briefly, we can see on the left side of the table we've got 3 Imperials and 3 Scum and 2 Rebels, making that side.
Nice.
On the right side of the table bracket, we've got 1 Scum, 3 Imperials and 4 Rebels. All the Rebels kind of bunched together in the bracket there, so not making it more difficult for them all to get through to the finals.
But in the semi-finals, probably you'll have a...
Yeah, you've got good odds there. So let's switch back.
Un focus et un léger focus.
No.
Vas-y, tu peux y aller.
No, Ben needs to decide,
Benoist.
Benoist, sorry. Sorry, French people.
So the initiative would have gone to Benoist as well.
T'as quoi?
Self bumps.
Yeah. So Pierre probably in the next turn will advance very slowly again, trying to avoid the assage stress and trying to fire the 2 harpoons at range 3.
Yeah.
He has extra munition, so
Yeah, no, he's got no issues there. We saw yesterday that he's fully able to take full control of the positional game on the board. Obviously, I'm not too familiar with Benoist playing. I've not had the opportunity to watch him play.
this is the good thing about tweak. You can do 1 bank and then you do the barrel roll and you are in
a completely different position.
In front again, in the same direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah.
Okay, out of range, they go back to dials.
T'es pas à Légion. T'es pas à Légion.
So as you can see, obviously this has been the national finals for Spain. The crowd around this table in particular is particularly sparse. Not many people had much interest in watching this game. Oh no, do you know what? One of the French players did get knocked out. There were 4 of them. That guy at the end of the table, he's a French player as well, and he was also in the top cut.
Oh.
So there were 4 French players out of 8 made it into the top 32, and 3 of them have gone through to top 16.
They are for different cities, right? There are guys from Nantes and guys from, or they are
Nantes,
all from.
2 of them are from Paris, and Maxime is also from Paris. No, Pierre, Maxime, and the guy at the end of the table that we're talking about now are all from the Paris team, Los Tetes Brûlés. And this guy is from the Nantes squadron, which is a kind of more of the Bretagne area of France, towards the
Pierre
northeast.
was saying that his squadron, they were 4, and they passed 3, and the 4th guy was 34. So
it's true. That's the gentleman who was just at the end of the table, has a little beard.
Yeah.
He's now looking backwards. Wears a kilt. He's wearing a kilt. That's Daniel. He's the other member of their team, and he just missed out by like 16 points.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's also come with his wife, who is a person that's talking to their other colleague right now, who also played in the national tournament.
Pas du tout sûr.
So,
Du coup, quand il y en a marre, il y a mal.
how did Fernando do yesterday? Where did he end up? The other Portuguese player.
I don't know the position, but I know that he lost 2 games.
Yeah.
And with Dash, and the 2 games, the Dash finished with 1 life, 1 hook.
Yeah.
So it would be different if it.
He was playing Dash.
Yeah. No, against Dash.
Okay.
He was playing Assage, Scouts, and Fenra.
Oh, okay.
2 Minlinks and
Mindling, yeah.
Mindlink. Yeah.
Le grand. Là, ouais. Tu veux le target lock? Non. Boba Fett, plus haut.
Essaye un boost.
Ouais. De droit.
Makes it easy. I know he's going to try and put it back on. I was going to say it makes it easier for me to know that
Yeah,
Ketsu's
it's
not on the
dark,
base. But yeah, back on. And Fuig is probably going to do something similar. No, 1 bank to the right. Oh no, he's gone further. 4 straight. A todo gas, como decimos in, as we say in Spanish. Full throttle. ¿Tú has escogido sus listas? Okay.
I don't know if Assage did the push the limit, but
No.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. So Pierre, as we said, a very meticulous player. Will study the table as much as possible, especially with positioning.
Je vais barrer le roll comme ça.
Barrel rolls to the left.
He's thinking in the next round, and he may use this boost or the other barrel to try to bump.
Absolutely.
But he didn't push the limit. So.
Début de la phase de combat, tu les actions. Je claque un petit glitter. Non?
So I think he's managed to maintain himself at range 3 to be able to take full advantage of the auto thrusters in this case.
Et il n'y aura pas non plus.
I've got a guidance chip.
Tu claques un petit glitter, d'accord. Il le fait.
The first glitter sim is on.
Glitter stem.
C'est à vous ça.
Si senior.
Sur qui tu tirasses? Tu veux breakasse à tout portage?
He will fire against the Skurk with Boba Fett first.
Yeah.
Je te traque.
2 hits.
Hein? Avec le titre.
Ouais, vas-y.
I see he's only got 2 shields left, so he must have 3.
Comme ça.
The tractor beam effect. Moves him onto an asteroid, gives him another damage, leaving him with just 1 shield from what I can see on his
Whoa.
card.
Yeah.
Weak. Opening fire on Asajj. I see a hit, a crit, and a focus. I see 2 evades, so no damage. Asajj returns fire. I'm probably going to fire on the Lock Revenant again, maybe. Now he's down to 1. No agility dice. Maybe he's not range. No, he's going on the other one now. Okay. 2 hits and a blank. And we get a focus and a blank. So 2 damage, 2 shield come off of the other Lock Revenant. Harpoons. Spends a munitions token. I see 2 focus, 3 focus results.
And the guidance ships.
Yeah, and the guidance ships gives him 4. A blank and a focus on the defense gets 2.
En fait, tu mets ton token, tu changes pas de télé. Parce que si tu fais ça.
So it takes
Oui, mais
2 damage on Asajj.
t'inquiète. T'en évites 2, tu prends 2 et
Knock hits Asajj.
2. Je fais 4.
Ah, t'avais la puce?
Oui.
C'est ça. Le 4ème dé, t'as mis la puce, donc je prends 2. Et je suis harpooné.
Une dos.
J'avais pas
Une
vu,
deux.
t'avais transformé le X, enfin le blanc. Le blanc, ouais. Si, j'ai la pas de soucis. Ok, je
Et l'autre. Il est pas là. Tout tractor beam.
Okay. And they go back to dials there. So, well played with the tractor beam there, moving him so that he was out. He didn't have arc or range to be able to fire the harpoon missiles with a second Lock Revenant.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect choice.
Yeah.
And now if Pierre is not aware, Ketsu can turn to the right and
Yeah.
put the other one in the rock.
Yeah, absolutely. So it gives me the matchup between Danielle and Maxime means I've got a foreign player for the next round as well.
Yep.
So that works out well. Taking a look at
On
the
the other
top
side
part.
of the table, you have other nationalities.
No, I think like the only ones that are left now are Benoist,
Yeah.
Pierre, Danielle, and Maxime, and they would all meet in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
Everybody else is now Spanish. Yeah. We've got some big names: Mario Nunez, the 2-time Spanish national champion, on this side of the screen, on the right side of the screen. Fran Morales on the left side of the screen. He's a very well-known figure in the community here. Miguel Angel Fela is well-known for going to Europeans, winning 5 games and then dropping to play Imperial Assault.
Really?
Because he wanted to play Imperial Assault and they didn't manage to get all the games in time. And there was this problem at the European Championships that they had to delay it, and so to begin with, you didn't have to play both days. You could play day 1. You may have been eliminated to go play day 2, to go play other games on day 2. but they ended up changing it so everybody could play day 2 because of the delay that there was.
Yeah.
And so that ended up taking meaning that he was put in a position where he wanted to play Imperial Assault, but he'd done too well and wasn't going to be eliminated from the tournament. Who else have we got of interest? David Dief from the Petrios from Valencia is staying with us. He's the 2015 runner-up for the national championship, where he played Mario Nunez in the final and lost. Those two have a possibility of meeting again in the semi-final.
Yeah.
Rebels against Scum. Once again, the same factions, different lists, but the same factions we saw 2 years ago. Borja Ortuño, Herman Garcia, Borja Ruano. Rafael de Linares is also a very well-known player in the Spanish community. Has been active since the very beginning of the game, from the Malaga area, and one of the most friendliest people in the community you could meet. Switching back over. You like the new touches on the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Great.
They're great, huh? A lot of work went into this, huh? It's like it took some time as well. I mean, I say a lot of work. You give it to someone that's probably like an experienced programmer or coder and stuff like that, and they probably go, I could do that in a weekend. Yeah. But for me, it was a lot of like, okay, let me see how I can do this and learn how to do this and blah, blah, blah. And it took time, to get everything right, so it's working just right.
And it's important the work that are you doing, for example, for smaller communities like Portuguese.
Of course, yeah.
We are 18 or 20, and it's good for us to learn with other countries and see another lists, because we play against a few.
And one of the other things that happens a lot is you wouldn't believe how many people come up to me saying, I was never going to play in a tournament, but watching your videos, I saw what a good atmosphere there was, and so the reason why I'm here is because I watched your videos and stuff like that. People come up to me in tournaments and tell me that a lot. Because one of the things that a lot of people think is that when you start talking about high-level tournaments, people start thinking, oh, I'm nowhere near that good, I'm never going to win, and just kind of like not realising that it's actually a community event as well, that it's like people come together and they meet new people and they make new friends, basically. And especially now that you have everybody comes along with their special cards that they've all made and start giving them away to everyone as well. Have you seen this?
Oh, nice tokens, Very nice tokens.
Beer Puns. These are one of the teams that we've got from Albufete in Spain. They call themselves the Beers and Ships. And they've done some Beer Poon tokens. Look, I'll tell you what, I'll give you the black one if you want.
Oh, thank you very much.
Take back to Portugal with you.
Thank you very much.
Those are from a special tournament they had a couple of weeks ago down there. So from what we were saying, it is important, the work we're doing for the community, and so I would ask you, if you are watching and you are enjoying the content, that you do think about taking a moment to give a little bit of money on Patreon. We have, it's going well, but for me to be able to do these high-level tournaments across Spain, I do need as much help as possible. Not across Spain, across Europe. Oh, thank you very much. What's with the hat? Explain the hat to me.
The hat, it's the bullfight, the Portuguese guys that put in front of the bulls.
Okay.
And this is a more typical Portuguese mustache.
Okay.
Mustache in Portuguese you say bigote, so it's big guts. Okay. He's just handed me a special Portuguese Bigs card. Thank you very much. That reminds me, I've got a couple of mine to give away as well. So, opening fire.
Le boost ne passera pas.
éloigné, mais.
Yeah, the two Shadowcasters are trying to avoid Boba Fett, so
Yeah, absolutely.
D'accord. Ben vas-y, hein, fais-moi avec une pelle.
Tractor
Okay.
Bean, no barrel used. Whoa, good roll.
C'est clair.
4 hits, 1 focus.
4 ou 3?
He has Tractor Bean, so he doesn't have dice.
Yeah.
T'es à poil.
Ah, t'as pas de dé en fait, t'as avec le tracteur.
Ah pardon, c'est vrai, j'ai pas de. Et ben comme ça je me pose pas la question.
Et du coup,
Il est arrivé pour le dire.
un deuxième tracteur,
Yeah,
mais bon, c'est
true. He will keep it for the harpoon for sure.
moins 1.
He wouldn't have had the opportunity to spend the focus token anyway, so he takes off the shield, he takes 3 damage cards onto the Boba Fett. Fweek activates and opens fire on Ketsu.
Range 2, I think so. Yeah, range 2.
It's 2. 1 hit, 2 blanks, 1 evade,
Vas-y.
and a Sarge. 2 focus results. Looks like 3 focus results actually.
Alors,
Doesn't have a token, so a null attack there. Not sure which one of the. Well, this would have to be the because did the front one bump? So it would have to be Boba Fett that's firing.
là je vais tirer.
Yeah, but the first, yeah, it's Boba Fett firing.
No, because he'd have moved first. He bumped.
Mettre 4
They managed to block a Sarge, but yeah, they would be in contact. So only Boba Fett is able to fire them.
The other one is if it's in range 1 of Ketsu, he can make Auto Blaster.
Oh, of course, yeah.
That's
2 hits, takes 2 damage.
Sympa. Du coup tu prends juste
No,
un
no,
petit bouclier, un petit
uses the
crit.
ability, takes 1.
Et puis avant que tu me le tues, je vais utiliser Boba. Et puis je
Oh,
vais
and
te
a
défoncer un
crit.
truc. Genre un
And
tradit.
that is a damage sensor array. They've lost, and Boba Fett takes off his Latsrazi. Okay, Latsrazi, there she is. And Boba Fett would also be gone.
C'est quoi ton crit?
So where's Boba Fett?
Dommage,
Here he
sensor.
is.
Non mais c'est bon, en fait tu le vois vis-à-vis des trucs. Mais arrête de mettre ta main droite.
Damage sensor array on a Sarge Ventress without Latsrazi.
Dans la gueule à Ketsu.
And he's going to auto blaster. 1 hit, 1 focus. Takes another damage card. Was it? Wait, didn't he? Didn't he take a damage card? Did he? Or
Yeah,
not?
he took a shield.
Oh, it was on the other one. Okay. Of course, Ketsu. Yeah, my bad. I'm getting confused with the two.
C'est bien ce petit crit.
Let me go back to Dars. So, a very tense matchup coming along.
C'est assez emmerdant. Ah pardon, tu reprends une autre carte aussi. Alors tout.
Ah, faut le dire avant.
Non mais tu prends une carte et moi je perds un bouclier sur chaque.
D'accord. Non, je te taquine quand je dis ça.
Le truc c'est que j'ai pas le choix, c'est comme ça.
Parce que tout à l'heure, le mec il nous faisait ça sur
Non mais du coup une petite carte.
un crétin.
Ouais.
Mais c'est pas une action.
Non, c'est,
pour comprendre la. C'est juste pour comprendre. Ok, donc du coup.
En fait c'est quand je te touche avec un crit.
Ah ok.
Tu viens.
Et tous les vaisseaux apportent un.
Et du coup tous les vaisseaux apportent un. Et justement.
Et du coup. Et moi c'est un crit ou c'est un dégât?
C'est un dégât normal.
So we've obviously with so much bumping and all the ships so heavily concentrated, this makes this planning phase a lot more complicated for both players. Pierre, as I mentioned before, having a very strong positional game, has got his dials down, decided. Benoist is taking a little bit longer to work out how he's going to get his big bases through this tangled mess of small ships. Tell me, Joao, how's Daniel doing?
It's very easy. It's very early to see that game because it's very tight. We already have a result.
Oh, okay.
German lost. Borja wins.
Borja wins. I'd like to be 100% sure.
Yeah.
It has happened in the past where people have said, "Oh yeah, that guy won," and then we find out no. You win. Borja Fortuna.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
We'll be seeing you in top 8. Okay. And looks like he's almost decided here. Benoist.
On va dire que c'est bon.
Okay. Pierre gives his approval to start maneuvers. They might be able to. I think they can probably start to hear me now. Too. The room's a bit quieter than it was yesterday, so I have to be careful about how loud I get.
Bah voilà. Ça passe. Bon gros poil de cul. Ça passe. Mi petit stress. Et mon petit target. Là je fais ça. L'émissaire va se concentrer. À vous ça.
My clock's not that bad in the end.
Bien sûr.
Oh, and I've left it on top 32. It's actually top 16. Oh, how stupid. I'm not going to be able to change that now. Thank you. It's actually a top 16 game, but I'm not able to change that text at the top of the screen mid-game without changing that timer. So, well, no, I could do it, yeah. Now I've got 39 minutes left, so I'll just go edit, change this here. And he takes a damage from the asteroid.
Et tu y vas? Non. Focus. Monsieur se concentre.
There we go.
Donc du coup ça me fait repousser les limites.
Et du coup tu deviens stressé.
Okay. So
C'est moi qui limite.
Sarge makes it through.
Pardon. Excuse-moi, j'allais retourner mon truc. Je suis dedans là. Ouais.
Can you pass me that little pink thing?
Thank you.
Il lui reste combien de PEV à lui là?
2.
Sperare fate del benefica. Really well positioned. Now the question is he going to use that curly barrel roll to try and flip backwards? So curling his barrel roll around to place himself face into the rock, which is an interesting, leaves him in an interesting position for the next round. They're going to have to go over that rock.
Yeah. I think Pierre thought that okay, I have 2 auto blasters, and trying to figure out if he can shoot with the 3 another 3 dices and try to take out.
I'm just realizing he's got the harpoon condition on Asajj.
Yeah.
Yep.
T'aurais pu faire moins quoi.
Yeah.
Boba Fett, Lock Revenant goes down.
Rien.
Not 2 auto blasters anymore.
Sur la grognasse. Une touche, 2 blancs.
1 and an evade, so no problem there.
Je fais trop de ça.
Now
C'est ça le problème.
will be the auto blaster.
I think Asajj didn't shoot yet, right? Yeah.
No? Okay.
Yeah, they are trying to figure out if Asajj has arc
on the Lock Revenant, yeah.
C'est une bonne question. À 4 têtes. Tu peux utiliser ton focus. Non, 5 PV. C'est ça, il t'en reste 5.
5.
Blaster.
Blaster sur Asajj.
Two hits.
I think now it's time to Asajj to go away.
Yeah.
Probably burn slam and
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, that's what I have to do right now. Output, projector, screen 1, live sync. And then we press this button here.
Je pense qu'il va se retourner avec les
We come out of the live screen.
Non. Vas-y mec.
once again, we've got that situation where we've got so many chips so close together, it's making those maneuver decisions quite difficult. And Pierre, although he's already set dials, is still looking over it, trying to decide if he can find any way to kind of gain more leverage from this situation. As it stands, I think really the game's more in favour of Benoist.
Yeah.
From a damage level, Benoist's ships are still able to take quite a bit of damage before being taken off the table. Pierre's Fouic is obviously has got to worry about that asteroid for this turn. The possibility of losing his shield and being without actions in this next turn could be something that could be a devastating blow for Fouic. So moves one forward with the Lock Revenant to just bump against the Sage. Sage takes a 2-turn to bump against Ketsu.
C'est relou, hein. Je te l'avais déjà dit.
Maintenant c'est fait.
This is a great position because now if that Lock Revenant is going to auto blast a Sage to death, he's also going to take damage from that harpoon.
Yep. And he has arc for quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So the loss of actions is one thing, but I think the position game that he's played has more than been favourable for Benoist.
T'as mis ton arc à l'arrière, très bien. Tiens, je t'ai remonté le truc. Moi, je vais faire un petit 3 léger. Par là. Et oui, c'est inattendu. Personne ne s'en doutait.
3 banks over the rock. Let's see if that damage comes out.
Voilà. Forcément, la touche au mauvais
There's
moment.
the shield. Oh no, he already lost the shield, so he gets a damage card. That was really high risk then, because if a crit had come out, that could have been the end of the day for Fouic.
Ok.
Vas-y. Du coup là déjà.
Okay, Ketsu.
And in the next move, he will also be out of the combat.
Yeah.
Stress. Petit stress pour Ice.
So both glitter stims used up by Ketsu now.
T'as 3 dices.
Two hits and a focus is spent to get 3.
La petite veille.
It's hard to tell what that was.
Les deux
but
damage.
2 shields come off.
Tractor.
One evade.
Yeah.
No, he will try to put,
Yeah, he's going to trap to beam him away. Try and get him out of that range 1 area, you reckon? No. Trying to make sure he doesn't have the opportunity to fire on Ketsu. With the missiles, maybe. No, because he didn't target
it's
lock,
inside of
isn't
the,
Ok.
Okay.
Je voulais te faire sortir de là.
He doesn't have focus, so missiles was out of the question. Yeah.
Oui, non mais. Tu vois, entre 4D auto et il y a du choix quoi. C'est sûr.
En fait, il n'y en a pas de bon. C'est juste ça qui est terrible. Twitch peut pas tirer, tu as un free shot sur le
Fouic cannot attack.
qui est tout stressé.
Ketsu fires 2 hits and a focus.
Forcément, ça se passe pas bien.
Well, no, must not have been a focus actually. Glitter stim.
Le propulseur.
And successfully evaded by Fouic on the first attack. Fouic cannot attack, so the next attack is a Sage. I would guess once again firing on Fouic.
Yeah, the dice just put the rock in front of the tree.
Comme ça là.
Là, t'abuses.
Ah, t'es pas obligé de...
Ah mais le vaisseau il a bougé.
Non mais bouge-le, fais quel Pierre, tu peux le manger. Oui, tire quand même.
Qu'est-ce que tu dis? Le rassage. Le lock.
So that's Daniel's game. Looks like it's over.
Ouais.
Daniel against Maxime.
Le harpon, tu meurs.
Ok. Le crit.
Voilà.
Je meurs, du coup tu prends un.
Direct hits. Two of them.
Je prends un et tu prends un.
As Sarge goes down, damage goes onto the Lock Revenant for the harpoon action. And Ketsu loses a shield from harpoon. So the Pinata Fiesta there worked out quite well. So we'll get in a moment the result. Do you want to just quickly find out what happened in Daniel's game?
Yeah. So suddenly Pierre is in front now.
Yeah. Why aren't the points updating on this screen? Oh, wait, maybe I have to do this. Hang on. Better. Okay, everything's fine there. Let's go take a look at the top bracket. So we've had 2 games finish. Daniel goes through.
Daniel passed, yeah.
Daniel wins.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to trust you this time, okay?
Okay.
So that would be Maxime eliminated. Daniel goes through the quarterfinals. Could be playing against Fran Morales or Eduardo Albertio. Off we go. Just Ketsu against the 2 ships here. Obviously going to have to control position as much as possible. Doesn't want to be taking any harpoon missiles from that last remaining Lock Revenant. And here comes Fuig with the possibility of taking yet another damage from an asteroid. And Fuig is already without shields and has a damage card. All of that. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I'm looking at the wrong side of the screen. See, the thing is, I've just looked round, and it looks like David Dev has won. because people are like giving him high fives. But you see, that might be just like, well done, you know, you did really well. You know, so
that's why I was there.
I always get suspicious unless someone like I actually get the answer from them or what happened. Okay, so you get like 3 hits maybe there. I can't tell if they're hits or focus, and you've got 2 focus.
Ah là, ça fait mal.
1 blinded pilot. 1 damaged engine, I think. Let me have a look here. Damaged engine, yeah. Blinded pilot, damaged engine onto Ketsu.
Et il te reste 5 paires encore.
You don't remember from when
I
you
remember,
built
but
stream?
you already know by
Some of them
yeah.
are memorized.
Yeah.
Some of them are easy to memorize. For example, the damaged engine, it does like a little turn maneuver shape. You see, it's like a little turn.
Yeah.
And the blinded pilot is like just one spot by itself, and like so that and because it's blinded pilot, it's such a critical crit that it's easy to remember. Other ones are damage. Direct hit is obviously always easy to remember. And the weapon malfunction is one of the most complicated symbols I got.
C'est qu'il y a caillou parce que moi je suis à l'extérieur et du coup il faudrait décaler la réglette pour le faire. Or si ça arrive à l'extérieur, bah, c'est qu'il n'y a pas un caillou puisque moi je tire de l'intérieur et donc ça arrive. Donc je pense que tu as 3D.
So while I was looking around to see if David Dief had won, Fleet did go over the asteroid and took another damage card. He's firing those harpoon missiles.
Il m'en restait un, c'est le dernier. Luck.
Looks like 2 hits. Focus and something that's behind has probably got. It's also got paint on it. I'm guessing. Nope. Okay. And gets 1 evade, so it takes 2 damage. Both face up. We've got a fast control fire and we've got a console fire.
Ah oui, du coup, c'est comme c'était mon temps d'opportunité du tour, je peux pas tirer le prochain tour, c'est ça. Parce que c'est moi qui avais l'initiative.
Thrust control fire takes a stress. Console fire at the beginning of each combat phase should roll a die. Looks like this Ketsu is going down in flames quickly. He just discards the thrust control fire after taking the stress. Not discards, I should say, flip face down, I should say. And he's down to 3 hit points. But he's got a damaged engine, not going to be able to turn. He's got a blinded pilot, he's not going to be able to shoot next turn. And at the beginning of the combat phase, if he doesn't use his action to remove the console fire, is also at risk of taking damage. So it's
probably he will not have tokens.
Yeah, we've pretty much seen a drastic swing in those last 2 turns.
Il va sortir ses belles cartes pour les montrer à l'écran.
Pierre takes out his maneuver reference cards, starts thumbing through to see what kind of maneuvers are left available to Ketsu.
Moi je trouve que 4 tout droit pour te déstresser c'est pas mal. Ça te mettrait bien sur la sté.
Le boost, j'aurais pas dû le
How much battery have I got on my phone? Okay. Dials are all down. Let's see if ready to go. The Lock Revenant does a free bank to the left. Ketsu looks like he does a free bank to the right.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Je t'ai déjà dit que les monoskis c'était des grosses tapées.
So now he's going to decide, do I try and use my action to remove that console fire, or do I need to change my arc position?
Yeah.
Well, at the moment, from what?
Or boost.
Yeah. Okay, he boosts, try and gain distance for his advantage. So, beginning of the combat round, once after Freak has moved, we have to roll that die and see if we're going to leave him down with 2 hit points. That Skurg no longer has missiles. And that looks like he's Pierre is giving him the opportunity to run off, hoping to then pursue him towards the left side of the board through the rocks, I'm guessing. So blinded pilot goes down. He didn't roll for the console fire though. They just realised. Right, takes the damage. It was a focus result then. I can see 2 hits, maybe 3, 1 and 2 crits maybe.
Putain, ça fait 3 fois que je fais une touche et 2 crits quand même. T'en as 3. Je peux défendre à 3. 2.
2 damage go on.
Direct hit.
And a direct hit ends the game. Wow, so that was an excellent finish to that game. It really changed things around those last 2 turns, huh?
Yeah,
It wasn't really as obvious a win for Pierre, but those last 2 turns of damage really stacked it up against Ketsu quickly. Thank you very much for joining me, Joao. We'll put you on camera now.
Thank you
A
for
pleasure
your
to meet you as always, the Portuguese guys. We know Daniel's still here, so we look forward to seeing how far he gets. And I'll go get interviews with those 2 now. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Il me semblait que 2 là.
Okay, Benoist,
Hi.
did I do this with you before? I don't think I did in France, did I? I'll explain how we're going to do this, okay? I will give a brief interview with you in English, okay? And then afterwards you can just kind of explain how you felt the game went in French, okay? For the people at home, okay? So, when you find out you're paired up against Futile, right? What do you think?
Oh, it's very fun.
Yeah?
Friends and 2 teams.
2 teams, yeah, a big rivalry, huh?
Yeah, and lot of affect.
That's it, yeah?
I do many tournaments with Futile and my brother.
Excellent.
And it was good news.
Okay. Tell me one thing. We've all seen this shirt, okay, with the Nantes Squadron logo. Any reference with the elephant's head there? Is it making
it's especially because in Nantes you have a company. His name is Royal Deluxe, and you have a mechanic elephant.
Okay.
And is an emblem in Nantes.
Okay.
And the idea is to represent Nantes with elephant.
Yeah.
Star Wars with
the AT-AT, yeah.
AT-AT, the X-wing.
Yeah.
And the Death Star.
Okay.
And it's really a logo represents Nantes and the game.
Excellent. Okay. Well, excellent. So, how well did you feel the game went for you?
Oh, I regret my last boost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thinking it's really an error. I thinking my start is very perfect.
Yeah.
And the suite of the game it's normal. He hits me, SH there.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Okay.
My last boost cost me a lot.
Okay. All right. So anyway, it was a good game, well played. Okay. For
Thank
our
you.
part, it seemed really even up until those last 2-3 turns where you got so many crits
Yeah,
on
yeah.
on a Ketsu that it just became which is against the wall. now.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to quickly explain a little bit in French?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Bonjour la France. Bah écoutez, j'ai perdu celle-là, mais bon, on s'est bien amusé avec Futile. On le connaît tous. C'est un très très bon joueur. Faut pas faire d'erreur. Donc moi j'ai fait ma petite erreur de boost qui me coûte cher. Voilà, c'est un jeu de précision. On est au top 16, donc voilà. Bravo à Futile. J'espère qu'il ira au bout. Et voilà, donc voilà. En tout cas, ravi de ce tournoi et je vous dis à la prochaine fois. Salut.
Merci beaucoup. À bientôt.
Merci. Ciao, ciao.
Okay, so breaking news: all the top 16 games have finished. Mario Negroscudo, two-time national champion, I should say, has been eliminated by Manuel Jose Calahorro in top 16, who goes through the face of Rafael de Linares in top 8. I've got a couple of interesting games there. I'm liking Francisco, I'm liking Fran Morales, and I'm liking Rafa. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to try and get an interview quickly with Futil. With let me say it. Leave it on that camera. Stop messing around. With Pierre, and then we'll be back soon with the top 16, top 8. I'm back with Pierre. Pierre has excellent control of English, so we'll do the interview in English, and then afterwards you can give a little bit of explanation in French for him. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, we've already spoken to Benoist. What was your thoughts of finding out you were being paired against one of your countrymates?
I don't know. Finally, it's good to play against someone you know. But I was a little bit disappointed that not so many of us could make it to the top
Because
top 8.
you guys have done really well. Of 8 of you that have come to Spain, 4 of you made it in top 32.
Yeah.
3 of those made it top 16, and now you go through to top 8. Maxime lost against the Portuguese player who's gone through the top 8 as well. So in the top 8, we've still got 2 people representing foreign nationalities as well. So that's also something that's good. But always a shame to watch 2 countrymates or 2 teammates come together in the top bracket and have to be eliminated.
Yeah, but that's the law of the game.
Yeah,
I will say, that's it.
Did you see the game as being quite an easy game for you against the double Shadowcaster?
Sorry.
Did you find the game? Did you when you were setting up? Did you feel the game was going to be easy against the double Shadowcaster?
No, really not, because he can do his tractor beam stuff. Double tractor made me on asteroid, so avoid shooting. So really, for me, it was not so good matchup, but I can really hit him hard, and try to say with the harpoon. I fired 2 only, 3, one with Boba, and 2 on the other.
Yeah.
Trick was really not so the game of the man of the game, I will say, but finally it did. Thanks to
it mainly the game was really evenly balanced until the last 3 turns. It could have gone either way, and those last 3 turns when all those crit hits, those crits started coming out against Ketsu, the damaged engine, blinded pilot, thrust control fire, console fire, and it was just like these things are stacking up against him now. There's not really any way he's going to be able to come back against them, and that was really where the game was decided. It became obvious who was going to win in those last couple
I rolled
of turns.
too many crits, even for me. At the first dice I rolled was a crit on the asteroid, so I lost 1 shield on it. But that's the law of the dice. Also, it could happen. I rolled many blanks, often on Twig. 1 hit 2 blanks, 2 or 3 times during the game. That's what I can remember. But mainly Asajj was my main focus, because it's hard to kill it after. If you have only 1 ship against her, it's done.
Yeah. Okay. Well, excellent. Well done. Congratulations on top 16. Top 8?
Top 8 now.
Yeah.
If you want to give against Morfeo, which is someone I cross a lot in international
competition.
And I always lose against him. So it might be my chance.
Well, we will see how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to give a quick explanation of how you felt it went in French?
Yes, I could. Donc pour mes compatriotes français, ça a été plutôt décevant de jouer contre Benoist, puisqu'effectivement pas tant d'entre nous pouvons donc aller dans le top 8. Ça nous aurait laissé un peu plus de chance, mais bon, on était sûr d'en envoyer un. Les dés ont choisi plutôt que ce soit moi. Après, ça a été un bon match, je pense. Il y a eu beaucoup de crits sur la fin qui ont un peu scellé le jeu, mais sinon, ça a été vraiment une bonne partie, je trouve.
Merci beaucoup.
Thanks a lot, Simon.
Félicitations. Good luck with the topic. Okay.
We'll try to do my best.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Bonne chance.